finished constructing the arm as seen in the previous video. We are now on the point where we need to fill up to actually make this a hydraulic arm, right? Because hydraulic means water or fluids. Hydraulic powered by, by fluids. And so what we're doing is the syringes that we've been attaching, those are now going to be used. All right. And so what you need to do is you need to have a container for water, your syringe, look right here, syringes, and then as well as your tubing finally. Right? And then that's 2 right there. And then once you have your 4 cut, I want you to make sure that your tubing is flat. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut a little bit off, make it nice and flat. Flatter is the easier time you will have putting it on. So I'm going to just cut off a little bit, and there we go, nice and flat. And I'm just going to do that for each of my tubing here. Just going to make it nice and flat. And what we're going to do is we are going to attach this to the first tubing. All right. So we're going to attach this to the first one here. And then fill with water once again. Same thing. All I'm doing is filling it with water. I just filled the tube with water. And so I want you to unsubmerge it from the base. Cover your finger at the base of it here, as you can see. I'm covering with my thumb. And then take off the tubing. Like this. So that this tube is filled with water and doesn't escape, because you create a vacuum seal by covering one side. And so what you're going to do is you're going to actually empty this out, make it flat, and reattach the other side back onto the syringe. There we go. And so once it's on there, you can let go and then properly put it on there. There we go. There we go. So this tube is now full of water. So when you pull the water through, it should fill it up. And so we're going to leave it at this point right here, where it's just you haven't filled it yet, because it's easier to fill it up at the very end once you have all 4 of them done. So we're just going to repeat this process. So once you have that done, you have all 4. And so what I want to do is I'm just going to start with the one I have on hand. What you're going to do is resubmerge in the water and pull it up to where now you want to, on the syringe, you can rotate it slightly, but I want you to fill it to the 6. Pull it out of the water. So I know that that one's done. And then put the next 2 in the water. And then rinse and repeat. I'm just going to pull these up. And pull this one up as well. There we go. So all the tubes are filled with water now. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to bring the arm into view. And so before you get started on trying to attach it, you need to make sure that all of the syringes on the arm itself are fully closed. What this means is that it's closed like this, to where the syringe is not pulled out. This is important because the other one side is already pulled. We want to make it so that it's pulling and pushing on each other. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with